Okay, good morning everyone.
Morning. Morning.
So we're going to start reading Psalm 119. We've just finished a full reading of Psalm 119, and so we read all 22 stanzas, and we just made some brief comments along the way. And just a way of reminder, Psalm 119 is the longest chapter in the Bible. It's broken up into 22 stanzas, and each stanza starts with one of the Hebrew letters of the alphabet, and there's 22 letters. So we are going to be reading the first stanza, which is titled Aleph. And so if we were reading it in the Hebrew, every verse here would start with the letter Aleph. We're reading it in English, and so we're going to be reading verses 1 through 8. And if you want to join me in reading, we're going to begin in verse 1. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies, and that seek him with the whole heart. They also do no iniquity, they walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. O that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes. Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all thy commandments. I will praise thee with uprightness of heart, when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. I will keep thy statutes. O forsake me not utterly. That actually went pretty well. So I just want to make a couple of brief comments, and there's a lot more we can get out of it, but for me, if we just look at verse 1, blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. And what the psalmist is writing about is God's word. And we notice that in almost every single verse in Psalm 119, he talks about God's word. And this blessed, the idea of being blessed, it's an attitude, right? That it means happiness, or happy. And God is saying, blessed or happy are the undefiled in the way. And it's so those that are undefiled, that are walking in the way. And one example that I would try to give is, for me it helps, is when I go to the gym. Imagine if someone said, blessed are those that go to the gym. Now a lot of people are going to be thinking, how could that be a blessed thing? But really what the psalmist is trying to say is that it's not a commandment, it's an explanation of the result of walking in the way. And just like going to the gym, it's not necessarily you must go to the gym or you're not going to be blessed. It's explaining what happens when you go to the gym. Blessed is the person that can go to the gym consistently. And we read that in verse 2, blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole heart. It's explaining the end result of those that seek God with their whole heart. It's explaining the end result of those that can walk undefiled. Imagine, if we were able to walk undefiled in the way, I can guarantee we would definitely have less problems. We would be, as the psalmist is explaining or demonstrating, we would be blessed, we would be happy. And then we want to just address this mention of the whole heart. If I want to also use the same example of the gym, for those that are training with their whole mind, body and soul, their whole intention of training, they're going to get this good result. They're not going to always enjoy it, but the benefit is there for those that are actually diligently doing that. And that's a temporary thing. Gym is temporary, this body is temporary. We're talking about an eternal thing. And the psalmist is talking about seeking something eternal, him, God, with their whole heart, and they will be blessed. And so this is more of a thing to be desired than a commandment, and it's more explaining a result of walking in the way. And then if we conclude in verse 8, he says, I will keep thy statutes. And then he's really saying that this is what he wants to do. He's saying, initially he's saying more outwardly, blessed are the undefiled. He's talking about describing the result of walking in the way. Blessed are the undefiled. All of those that are walking in the way, blessed are they. And then he concludes in verse 8, back to him, I will keep thy statutes. And now he's making that personal. And so here's the result, blessed, and then how to get it: walk in the way, seek God, seek Him with your whole heart, and then the attitude here is that I will keep thy statutes. And he says, forsake me not utterly. And it's a good reminder. And that is just a quick summary of the first stanza, Aleph, and we'll continue our Bible reading next week. Thank you.
Amen.